What's up, folks? How's it going? It's Game No More 1 here, and welcome back to playthrough 2 of our 2024 spooky season. So this time, we're gonna hop to a Metroidvania-esque game, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is actually a spiritual successor to Castlevania, because this was made by the GOAT himself, Koji Igarashi. So he started this game as a Kickstarter project after he left Konami. So he left Konami after Konami was doing some weird stuff, and pretty much his run with Castlevania was kind of done years upon years ago. So made this, got a lot of money. He managed to put it out, and then over the years they managed to add like a lot of cool like extra stuff and updates over the course of the game. And they even have like a traditional side-scroller version called Curse of the Moon, which has 2 games which play as traditional side-scrollers. Yeah, so that was to hold people over before till this was ready. But this plays more of like your standard modern Castlevania, so it's more akin to Ritual of the Night, as opposed to the Curse games being more 2D side-scrollers like the originals. But yeah, I beat this game a couple times. My last timestamp was 2020, but I actually beat the game when it came out in 2019. My PlayStation got fried, my PS4, the hard drive got messed up, and I ended up losing my data, so I had to start from scratch. But we're gonna do a new game, and we're gonna change the name. I'll just call it Val. He is my mascot after all. And we'll be playing with Miriam, and do this on normal.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created Shardbinders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the Shardbinder, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the Shardbinders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, 2 survived. Jeeble, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed, and mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, bloodstained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Alright, and now we begin the game.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jeebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
Nah, not good enough, apparently.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The Shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
And put it on we shall. Yeah, and that little furball is not supposed to be there, nor this message. Cause, there's a bunch of DLC items I bought. And it's because they were on sale and they were cheap, but they put them in Miriam's inventory from the start, and I don't want them, so I gotta figure out how to get rid of them real quick. No, that's not it. I can't just leave them alone, but alright. Disable all this. There. Perfect. Yep, go away, familiar. Alright, open up this chest. And tell us how to equip things. So, right now we want to get the dagger.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
Alright, and there's our first shard. Crystallized form of demonic power. It cannot be handled by any ordinary human being. Conjure shard, press triangle to throw a projectile magic. Alright, Cerulean Splash. Launch a bouncing ball of water at enemies.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
Yeah.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not just promise you won't push yourself.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Alright. Got our first weapon. Now we begin. Alright, welcome to the Galley Minerva. Yeah, so this game, like I said, it plays just like traditional exploration Castlevanias, like Symphony, but this takes a lot of inspiration.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
This takes a lot of inspiration from like a lot of his other works he's done. I think these guys just keep coming. Ow! Oh, cool. Got another shard already. Create shockwave that travels across the ground. Alright. Trying to make sure I don't accidentally equip the DLC items. Ah, shit. Oh, you ass! Keeps doing the move I don't want him to do. Yeah, so like I said, the games he mostly takes elements from, one of which is definitely being Order of Ecclesia and Aria and Dawn of Sorrow, because in those games, Aria and Dawn, you have the soul system where you can kill various enemies and use their abilities that give you like stab boosts or like new attacks. Miriam, our main awesome design protagonist over here, she's basically homage to Shinoa from Order of Ecclesia, and her ability as a Shardbinder is literally the dominance ability that Shinoa has, where she just absorbs like the demon's power into like the tattoos on her back. All right, these are the attributes we need to know about. Alright, sweet. Directional shard. Flame cannon. Oh wait, I have to equip it. There we go. Alright, Candace can drop mana roses when destroyed. Suddenly replenishes MP. So that's basically the hearts of this game. And while I'm at it, I forgot the intro, so hopefully you guys are doing well. Your morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever part of the world you're in. If you were having a bad day, come through, grab some snacks and some juice. Come kick your feet up. If you're having a good day, come through and do the same. All are welcome. Allow me to take your mind off your worries and entertain you for an hour or two. Alright, got the Galleon map. Ah, shit. Yeah, shard abilities are pretty strong in this game. Oh, sweet. Nope. Got us a short sword, so we got more damage. Alright, another thing similar to Symphony of the Night, each certain weapons have special attacks you can do. Alright, Tattered Scarf. Alright, we had the Rusted Ring, that's an accessory. Give her that, changes her scarf. Alright, the tunic's not as good as the country dress. Oh, now you do the giant wind-up swing. I hate these Dulahans. Alright, that was a ghost. And gave me a lot of material. Now you got the Claymore, which is even stronger. But just like the newer Castlevanias, certain weapons attack in different ways. So the Claymore hits for more damage, but it's more slower. And there are breakable walls. And MP and HP max ups. I want to be on the lookout for those, because the stronger I am, the better. Luckily, this game isn't too rough. But, unfortunately, just like the rest of, Iga's other works. Ah, shit. This game can and it will have difficulty spikes. Alright, so we're about to hit the boss, because it's about that hardcore looking door. Well, luckily, this game is generous enough to give you a save point. Yeah, there's like a save point not too far from every boss. So if you die, you're not trekking yourself like all the way back through the stage.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam.
You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken, convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me... Our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jibal, we must return.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gremlin. We're leaving.
Jibal, wait!
Alright, time to face our first boss. Horse Splash does more damage. Alright, I got healing. Come on. Alright, like 2 more hits, I think. Nope, got it. Now die. Your shard is mine.
I saw it. Just a flicker. That was the Jibal I know.
I gotta be careful not to skip the intros to the dialogue too quick.
Bloodstained.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jibal summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
Alright, now we're in Arvantville.
Thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you can see, I know a thing or two about expelling demons.
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. But you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger. But she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jebel is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder, after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jebel my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me? Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
Alrighty, we met up with Dominique, who's our exorcist from the church.
I did some looking around before, and this place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
But that's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
All right. But we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
Alright, we got our little safe hub area. Waystone? Oh, we have to visit them because I gotta get the key. So we'll talk to Johannes first.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use. So let's try transmuting them. So, what'll it be?
Alright, so now we have crafting.
I'll go with this.
So any any random materials you find, you can just come to Johannes and you can use it to make items like potions, weapons, so on and so forth.
There, all done. Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique so she can carry it at the supply post for you. I'll do my best to inform you of what items you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us. With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
Alright, eating food for the first time will provide Miriam with a stat boost. Okay, so we have a crafting system which is straight out of Curse of Darkness. The only difference being is you could only forge weapons and armor, and you could do it anywhere as long as you had the materials. You didn't have to technically go to a hub.
Are you eating properly? What are we transmuting this time?
So you can make food, and so any food you find on your journey or any food that you make, you eat it for the first time, you get a one-time permanent stat boost. Yep, you can also upgrade your shards with certain material too. So this can be a little bit confusing, but it's in the tutorial, but I'll just explain it. So you have two things. You have a rank and a grade. So the rank affects his overall, the shard's overall attributes. So its overall properties get enhanced. The grade affects the overall damage, if I'm remembering that correctly. So the more shards of the same enemy you get, the stronger the attack is.
Can you tell me more about what happened 10 years ago?
It started when the interests of the rich shifted away from the spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material investments. The alchemists' research was expensive. The guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons. So they warned again and again that demons would come if people let go of their spirituality. But people don't change that easily. So the alchemists took a more drastic measure.
You mean us? The Shardbinders?
Yes. It shames me that I was even connected to what they did. But at least you have the facts of it.
It's all right. Thank you for telling me.
Alright, then let's visit Dominique.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go. And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
May accelerate.
but I'll find a way to deal with that myself. I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around? What are you looking to buy?
Alright, so Dominique serves as our merchant. So you can buy all different types of items, so potions, ether, which gives us back our MP, curatives for any status effects, ingredients for to make food from at Joanna's. And like Joanna said, any type of items we make, Dominique can sell them. And we can also sell items and also sell shards.
Oh, I forgot to give this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
Thank you.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Alrighty, so we got the village key. Let's talk to Anne real quick.
So there are still demons outside. Oh, they're so scary.
With her horrible, horrible English accent. And I don't like to rag on voice actors because I'm a dub enthusiast, but that is definitely a grown woman trying to like squeak up her voice and try to make it as light as possible to sound like a kid.
Dominique, what is all this machinery?
That is photographic equipment we've been working on.
Photographic?
To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it. Be right back.
Alright, and you can send cheers and stuff.
Wait. I need to find materials for Dominique's photography machine.
Alright, so Dominique mentioned about the limit of having shards. So, if I'm not mistaken, the limit goes up to 10. So once you get 10 shards, that's the max you can get for the grade. And also she mentioned the whole, like, oh, your body could get corrupted if you got too much. That is simply lore implications. There's no harm will come to having multiple shards. So, have as many as you want.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included. Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Alright, so we meet Lindsay. So this begins side quests, which is straight out of the pages of Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Alright, so we got avenge the death of my husband. Avenge the death of Lindsay's husband by killing the demons responsible, so kill 5 morts. Avenge the death of Julius. Avenge Julius the Chandler's death by killing the demon responsible. Target Iga. Okay, so this is DLC. So this is a DLC pack where you can fight Igarashi himself. He put himself in the game as a boss. But we're gonna leave that alone.
Help my husband rest in peace. Kill that murderer dead!
And if you come back this way, We got another NPC.
I'm glad me fields are rid of those monsters. But they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
What will you grow?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
Miriam.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow? Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
Alright, you can give him, like, all these seeds.
Can you plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work. These things take time to grow.
Oh, you only can do one seed at a time. And here's another person.
What a bloodbath. We were slaughtered. But you're not like us. You're strong. I saw you fighting.
Oh, it was more luck than skill.
Oh, humble too. My name is Abigail. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, might I ask you a favor? I want to give the dead a proper burial.
Of course.
But that's not going to be possible for some. In the very least, though, I'd like to bury some keepsake for each of them. A Valkyrie like you should have no trouble finding such things. Can I count on you? I'll see that you're rewarded.
I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you. Then, let me show you.
Alright, cool. So for her, we just gotta bring certain items back. So pretty much mementos, and we'll get rewarded with extra items. Except the quest.
Thank you. How are you, Miriam?
Getting by.
Then we have the tunic.
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
These...
Yep, and as you come back, more gravestones will be near Abigail. And as far as Harry and his farming, I forgot if it's like a certain set of time you gotta wait for the stuff to grow, or just like certain like a certain number of rooms you gotta travel through. Alright, got a capacity up. And here is our warp rooms. Ow. Found an 8-bit coin. Yeah, you'll find a bunch of these random passages that just lead to nowhere. Ow, you son of a fucker. actually... Is there anything down here? Besides a giant rat. Alright, we're under the drawbridge. Alright, we can't go that way just yet, because we need an item to actually go through that area. And I don't have any good movement tech in this early portion of the game. Alright, another command for other weapons. Yeah, so Claymore doesn't have one. Yeah, and the commands are just like Symphony. Some are quarter circle, half circle, 360. Alright, now we're going to the castle entrance. And just like Symphony, everything's all darkened and hellacious. Come on. Ah, Jesus Christ, these bats are fucking me up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shit. Alright, leather chest guard. Oh, it's nowhere near as strong as the country dress. Well, it's the same defense, but it lowers my other stuff. And I'm swinging around this slow behind Claymore, that's why. Alright, there's another person we can go to advance the story. Oh, you can even hear him like still scribbling. Alright, so 1764. Alright, while attempting to create my homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of white crystal growing on the subject. What is it? A sign at long last that my studies are progressing. I must observe it diligently and learn all I can. The crystal I discovered appears to be multiplying slowly as corruption spreads. Through the cadaver I chose as a subject, it is a marvelous subject. A marvelous substance, neither entirely a liquid nor a solid. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover its other properties. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, you'll come across certain bookcases that have just certain data entries of just the Alchemist Guild experiment on people with the shards. What was that he dropped? I want all the materials. The more materials I got, the better things I can make.
Miriam? It can't be.
Alfred?
Why are you here? Johannes, that fool of an apprentice should have stayed out of this.
You have a lot to explain for. After all the terrible things you've done?
All that is in the past. I'll not be defending my actions to you.
Don't I deserve it? You were like a father to me.
Enough, child. I am here for the book. Jeeble has the book.
What are you talking about?
If you don't already know, then let us keep it that way.
Alfred, how are you still alive?
Ugh, what were you thinking in coming here?
You can answer my question first.
All that matters is that I am alive. Did you come here for the book?
Book? The Liber Logaeth?
Make no mistake. I won't let anyone touch that tome but me.
Not even you should touch it. Didn't what happened 10 years ago teach you anything?
I don't have time to argue with you. I just hope you are wise enough not to get in my way.
What?
You know full well my power exceeds yours. Take Miriam and leave this place. Otherwise, you will die.
I came here because something didn't feel right. But I didn't expect him.
Johannes, what is the Liber Logaeth?
It's a book the Alchemy Guild once possessed that allows for the summoning of spirits. The Guild used it to bring about the calamity 10 years ago, and the Shardbinder's crystal acted as a kind of catalyst.
A book like that shouldn't even exist.
I know. Alfred must be trying to restore the Alchemy Guild to power, but we cannot let him lay hands on the Liber Logaeth.
He said Cheeple had it. You know, I think I might have seen it.
It makes sense, considering the situation we're in. He must have gotten his hands on it after surviving the sacrifice.
So now I have to stop Alfred too.
No, let's focus on Jeeble. If we can get to him and the book before Alfred does, we'll kill two birds with one stone.
Good point. All right.
Dominique might know what to do about Alfred in the meantime. I'll head back to the village and see what she has to say.
Alrighty. And gotta loop around to get access to that switch. Alright, cool. Got a longsword, which is, I think it's a lot stronger than my claymore. Yep. Seeing there's like a command link to it. Alright, now we're in the Garden of Silence. Oh, no you don't. Ah, shit. Alright, now we have summoned a Plum Parma. So that counts as a familiar shard. And while I'm going through this, you're probably hearing all the banger of music. Because the music is done by Michiru Yamane. Please tell me I have something I can use. Damn, I should have made more potions. That should be fine. There should be like a save room like close by. Alright, there's the chariot. I can't do anything with this just yet. Oh, wait, hold up. I think that up top is a save room. Nope. That's more enemies. Several months have passed since I've wandered into the castle. I've managed to survive thus far by rummaging through treasure chests without the monsters taking notice. Will I find something palatable today? For once, I like to crack a chest open and find a mouth-watering hunk of meat. Alright, so entries from other survivors in here. Oh, yeah, there's a life up right here. Alright, fly trap. I'm curious, I want to see what's down that other hall. Yeah, so unlike Symphony, I've beat this game a couple times, but nowhere near to the point where I know where everything's at. Alright, this one doesn't have a special attack from the looks of it. Oh yeah, let me interact with the, this Frankenstein guy over here real quick.
Fancy a ride, milady?
Why? Are you offering one?
I could take you someplace most interesting. The rub, of course, is that obstacle standing squarely in our path.
I doubt I would be able to push it aside.
A shame you don't have a giant hand. Ah, the wild and crazy things one could do with a giant hand.
Alright, we just gotta come back here once we get a stronger ability. I can't. Oh, I can. A beast barrette. Didn't know I could lower an enemy into the guillotine. Or the Iron Maiden. Oh yeah. And it's like actually like the first Castlevania-esque game to where you actually changing equipment actually reflects on the character you're playing. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think this takes us back to the entrance. Yep. Alright, that's another one. So that's a quarter circle going upward. Oh, there you go. Mace has an ability. Alright, cool. Workroom. That's nice. I can at least warp to someplace safe. Alright, bone toss. I'm getting lucky with the shards. Alright, let me talk to Leslie.
Have you learned anything new?
Or Lindsay.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Good work. Here's your reward.
Make a quick run here and save my data. Yeah, save often, because this game has no autosaves. So if you die, whatever your last save point was, you're going back to it. And like I said, this game gets kind of rough.
Hi, Miriam. So, what'll it be?
Ooh, I can make a rice ball. Just make it.
I'll go with this. Great.
Oh, about the castle. It may not be much help, but let me tell you what I know. The castle itself was summoned from hell, demons and all. But the site it rests on is where the Alchemists Guild once lay. So you may find traces of our facilities intermingled with the rest.
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing an area dedicated to the study of Eastern mysticism.
Yes. And another of us was researching how to create giant organisms. Anyway, just be mindful of the facility's existence. The knowledge may keep you out of harm's way while you explore.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's reference to the journal entries you'll find sometimes on the bookshelves.
I have something new to offer you. What are you looking to buy?
Oh, because I made the rice ball, that's why.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
And come over here, there's an old lady we can talk to.
I'd rather keel over and die than spend another moment in a living hell like this one.
Oh, don't say that.
Never you mind me, young lady. What's your name? I'm Susie.
Miriam, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, I do enjoy a good meal, but I can't remember the names of the dishes I like.
I'll help you figure it out. I promise.
Alright, bring Susie a portable snack. And that's just gonna be the rice ball.
I suppose I'll stick around and wait a little while longer. Did you bring it? That's it! How did you know? Oh, I can't wait to try it. Oh, it's delicious.
Save some for me?
I feel a little better. Thank you, miss.
You're welcome. Don't give up. You're going to get through this.
And we get a thorn whip out of it. Same as my Morning Star. Yep, so it does impact and striking damage. And we can do cool whirlwinds with it. I may mess around with the whip a little bit since the whip has a bit more range. Alright, let me top off my magic and we'll be right back to it.